Tonight, the Golden State Warriors are set to take on the Miami Heat in what was expected to be a high-energy matchup at the Chase Center. The arena is buzzing with anticipation, fans filling the stands in hopes of witnessing another classic performance from their beloved team. But as tip-off approaches, there's a noticeable absence on the court. Stephen Curry, the heart and soul of the Warriors, will not be suiting up for this crucial game. Curry, affectionately known as the Chef, is sidelined tonight due to right ankle soreness. It's a decision that's left fans disappointed, but it's one made with his long-term health in mind. Instead of his usual pre-game warm-ups, Curry is seen in street clothes, supporting his teammates from the sidelines, his competitive spirit undimmed even as he sits out. At 37 years old, Curry's health and longevity are more important than ever. The Warriors have just returned from a demanding road trip, and the physical toll is evident. Curry's ankle, which has carried him through countless battles, now needs time to recover. The team's training staff is taking no chances, carefully monitoring his condition, and ensuring he gets the rest he needs to avoid aggravating the injury. The decision to rest Curry wasn't made lightly. The Warriors' medical team, in consultation with the coaching staff, weighed the risks and rewards. Ultimately, they chose to prioritize the bigger picture, keeping Curry healthy for the long haul, rather than risking further injury for a single November game. It's a testament to the organization's commitment to its players and their future. With Curry out, coach Steve Kerr faces the challenge of reshuffling his lineup. The team must adapt quickly, relying on younger players and seasoned veterans alike to step up and fill the void left by their leader. Kerr's coaching acumen will be put to the test as he looks for new ways to generate offense and maintain the Warriors' trademark intensity on defense. The Warriors are already feeling the effects of a grueling schedule, and now, without Curry's leadership and scoring prowess, the challenge becomes even greater. The team's resilience will be tested as they battle fatigue and a formidable Miami Heat squad. Every player on the roster knows they must dig deeper, both mentally and physically, to keep the team's playoff hopes alive. For the Warriors, the focus is clear. Preserving Curry's health for the postseason is the ultimate goal. The playoffs are where legends are made, and the team knows that having a fully healthy Curry could be the difference between an early exit and another championship run. Sacrificing a regular season contest, even one as anticipated as this, is a small price to pay for the chance at glory in the months ahead. Sometimes, the most important plays happen off the court. By sitting out tonight, Curry is making a strategic move, one that could pay dividends when the stakes are highest. As he cheers on his teammates from the bench, his presence is still felt, inspiring the Warriors to rise to the occasion. The hope is that, with rest and recovery, Curry will return stronger than ever, ready to lead his team when it matters most. Curry's right ankle soreness isn't the result of a single dramatic fall or a highlight reel injury. Instead, it's the culmination of a week's worth of persistent aggravation, a slow build-up that's become all too familiar for Warriors fans and the team's medical staff. For a player who relies so much on quick cuts, explosive changes of direction, and constant movement off the ball, even minor ankle discomfort can quickly become a major concern. The pain didn't just appear overnight. It's been a nagging presence, growing a little worse with each game, each hard landing, and every time Curry had to push through fatigue. The first real sign of trouble came last Friday, when Curry tweaked his ankle during a tough matchup against the San Antonio Spurs. It was a subtle moment, easy to miss if you weren't watching closely, but the discomfort was clear on his face as he grimaced after the play. Then, just a few days later, the issue flared up again during a high-intensity game against the Orlando Magic. Curry was seen driving to the basket, only to come up limping, clutching his ankle in visible pain. Despite the discomfort, Curry's competitive spirit kept him on the court. He played through the pain both times, refusing to let his team down, but every minute on the floor risked making the injury worse. The Warriors' relentless travel schedule only made things harder. With games packed tightly together and little time for rest or proper treatment, Curry's ankle had no real chance to recover. The constant flights, late nights, and back-to-back games compounded the issue, turning what might have been a minor tweak into a lingering problem. Given Curry's well-documented history of ankle problems earlier in his career, the Warriors' medical staff knew they couldn't take any chances. They acted quickly, consulting with Curry on the sideline and monitoring his condition closely to avoid a serious setback that could jeopardize the season. At 37 years old, Curry's body doesn't bounce back as quickly as it once did. Recovery takes longer, and the team is especially cautious not to risk a long-term injury that could impact not just this season, but the rest of his career. The condensed NBA schedule this year has taken its toll on players across the league. For someone like Curry, who's asked to carry so much of the offensive load, even minor tweaks can quickly escalate into something more serious, if not managed properly. That's why the Warriors have made the strategic decision to rest Curry now, even if it means missing a few games. Protecting his longevity and ensuring he's healthy for the most important stretches of the season is the top priority. The immediate goal is simple: let the inflammation subside, give Curry's ankle the time it needs to heal, and make sure he's ready to return at full strength for the upcoming homestand. For the Warriors and for Curry, patience now could make all the difference later. Curry's absence comes at the end of a punishing 6-game, 9-day road trip, a stretch that's tested the Warriors' endurance, both physically and mentally. The team has been on the move almost non-stop, facing tough opponents in hostile arenas, and the grind is starting to show. Each city brings a new set of challenges, from different time zones to unfamiliar courts, and the players have had little time to catch their breath between games. Over the past month, the Warriors have played 17 games in just 30 days, an exhausting pace for any NBA team. Of those, 12 have been on the road, meaning the team has spent more time in airports and hotels than at home. The constant travel has left the players drained, both physically and emotionally, as they try to maintain their focus and energy through a relentless schedule. The lack of rest and recovery time is taking its toll. With barely any days off, the Warriors have had to push through fatigue, sore muscles, and nagging injuries. There's been no time for proper practice, or even a moment to reset mentally. Instead, the team is forced to rely on quick treatments, ice packs, and sheer willpower to get through each game. Coach Steve Kerr has had to adapt his approach, skipping formal practices entirely during this stretch. Instead, he's leaned heavily on film sessions and strategy meetings, trying to keep the team sharp without adding to their physical burden. It's a delicate balance, keeping the players prepared while also protecting their bodies from further wear and tear. For the Warriors' veteran core, Curry, Draymond Green, and Al Horford, this stretch is especially challenging. These seasoned players know how to manage their bodies, but the risk of injury increases with every game played on tired legs. The coaching staff is constantly monitoring their minutes and workloads, hoping to avoid any setbacks that could derail the season. Fatigue and minor ailments have piled up, making recovery nearly impossible. Trainers and medical staff are working overtime, treating everything from sore ankles to tight hamstrings. The players are doing their best to stay healthy, but the relentless pace means there's little chance to fully heal before the next game. This relentless schedule is a recipe for breakdown, and Curry's ankle injury is just the latest warning sign. Every game brings new risks, and the margin for error is razor thin. The team knows that one more injury could have serious consequences for their playoff hopes. For now, the Warriors are simply trying to survive, fighting through exhaustion, managing injuries, and hoping to make it back home in one piece. The end of this brutal road trip can't come soon enough, and the team is counting down the days until they can finally rest, recover, and regroup for the battles ahead. Coach Kerr has been vocal about the brutal schedule, criticizing the lack of rest and practice. He's advocated for a shorter season to protect player health, though he knows it's unlikely. Curry, too, acknowledges the grind, crediting his team's resilience despite dropped games. Both coach and star recognize the schedule as a formidable opponent. Kerr's frustration and Curry's pragmatism reveal a team united in facing adversity. They know surviving this stretch is a victory in itself. The challenge isn't just the opponents, it's the calendar. The Warriors' schedule is an outlier. 17 games in 30 days, 12 on the road, more than any other team. By comparison, teams like the Knicks have played just 5 road games. This imbalance puts Golden State at a disadvantage, forcing them to dig deep early. The lack of practice and constant travel disrupts recovery and performance. While schedules even out, starting with such intensity drains energy reserves. Despite this, the Warriors' road record is impressive, given the circumstances. Resting Curry isn't just about tonight, it's about surviving a brutal early gauntlet. The context makes every win and every decision to rest more meaningful. Curry isn't the only Warrior sidelined. Al Horford, toe, and Jonathan Kuminga, knee, are also out. Draymond Green and Buddy Hield are questionable with illness, leaving the roster depleted. The Heat face their own setbacks. Jimmy Butler and Tyler Herro are out, and Bam Adebayo is questionable. Both teams are missing stars, turning tonight into a test of depth. The Warriors may need deep bench contributions to compete. Miami's missing firepower levels the playing field, but both squads are short-handed. This game is about resilience and which supporting cast can step up. Without Curry, the Warriors' offense loses its gravitational pull and fluidity. Defenses can focus on other players, making scoring much tougher. Draymond Green and Chris Paul must create offense, but neither replicates Curry's impact. Role players face more pressure to produce as defenses collapse on them. The Warriors' record without Curry highlights his irreplaceable value. His absence slows the pace and can make the offense predictable. Oddsmakers now favor the Heat, even with their own injuries. Tonight is a true test of the Warriors' system and strength in numbers mantra. Despite the grind, Curry reached major milestones on this road trip. He passed Vince Carter for 22nd on the NBA's all-time scoring list and tied Michael Jordan for most 40-point games after age 30. Curry even received his first career flagrant foul, an oddity in his 17 seasons. The trip included a crucial NBA Cup win, with Curry's leadership shining through. These achievements are a silver lining amid the team's struggles. Curry's greatness endures, even as the physical toll mounts. His milestones add another chapter to an already legendary career. After Miami, the Warriors finally return home for a 5-game homestand. This stretch offers a chance to rest, recover, and practice. Luxuries after weeks on the road. Injured and ill players can heal, and the team can refocus on execution. Playing at home provides a much-needed physical and mental boost. The homestand is crucial for stabilizing the season and building momentum. The Warriors aim to turn the page on this grueling chapter and use home court as a launchpad. Relief is in sight. The long road finally leads back to the Bay Area.